Are you balanced? Do you feel balanced in your spine and your hips and your shoulders? Are you balanced? Because if you feel any imbalance and you also feel pain, it's probably more than tight muscles that's holding you back. I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly, a physical therapist that uses yoga in everything that I do. So, this balance or this imbalance that you feel in your body might be the balance between the credit that you give your body for what you feel and and the lack of credit that you give for your brain. If you don't allow your emotions to flow, they're going to get stuck in your body. That can be a source of imbalance. If you work harder or give more priority to your work than your play, that is also imbalance. We need both. We need to be able to work and play, to have times when we are active and we're doing, but also times when we're still and just being. If you don't get enough rest, if your sleep is disrupted, you're active all day long and then you just kind of fall over, but you don't ever really feel rested, that's an imbalance somewhere in your life. We have to give credit to all parts of life in order to create that balance. So, I'm going to walk you through just a couple of ways to see if you're balanced within your spine, shoulders, and hips. So, in just sitting away from the back of the chair, can you do just some little movements and feel like you're really sitting on your sit bones and your pelvis equally? You can maybe shift your weight back and forth, forward and backwards. Can you find that balance between rounding and arching? Find that nice centered position, and you feel equal weight on each side of your pelvis. Hold that position and take a nice big breath, or two, or three. When you're in that balanced position, can you feel that air flow fully on the inhale and flow fully on the exhale? In order to reduce some of the tension in the body, we need to have a balanced breath. Inhale needs to be equal to our exhale. If you pause during the day, you might notice that you hold your breath. You take air in and then you hold it. That is triggering your nervous system to create an imbalance. It's going to respond to that imbalanced breath. So just let that air flow all the way in and all the way out. With that lifted spine, you can get a lift when you take those breaths and have a nice tall spine. Take your right arm overhead. Can you reach it? And how does that feel in the shoulder? Can you bend the elbow and touch the left shoulder blade? How does that feel? And do that with the left side. And now we're comparing. How does the left side compare to the right side? Can you bend the elbow and touch the right shoulder blade? Maybe you feel a little stiffness in one shoulder as compared to the other. Now, keeping that nice upright posture, can you cross your ankle over your thigh? How does that feel in your right hip? Can you notice where that lower leg sits, where the knee sits on that right side? And then do the left side. Left ankle over right knee. Is it in the same position? Is this lower leg in the same position? Is the knee equal, or does it go further down, or does it pop up? You might notice mine's just a tiny bit tighter. Even if this is in the same position, I feel it differently in this left hip. I felt a little stiffness in my left shoulder, a little stiffness in my left hip, a little bit of imbalance through the body. And the yoga practice that I do works to create that balance. The meditation practice that I do works to create the balance between activity and stillness or rest. I focus on getting sleep so that I can rest the body at night by relieving the stress that I feel through the day. What are the ways that you're creating balance in the body and in the mind and in the spirit? If you're interested in creating that balance because you feel low back pain, join my waitlist for my online course, Yoga for a Better Back. I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly, yoga physical therapist. Namaste.